Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra, and today we are going to dive into prep work number 4 for 2026. So I've only got one more video after this, and I'm kind of excited to wrap this up because I've got tons of other videos I need to film. But without further ado, let's take a look at what we have going on. So last time we finished 4 of the first goals, writing out the goal action plan. So this time it's my job to do the next 4. So I've got those in front of me here. And then the 5th video is the final little bit. So the next goals that I have to work on here are so finance, business, self-care, health and wellness, learning, personal and professional development, and growth. Okay, so we're just going to dive right in and we are going to get started right now. Okay, guys, I think we're done. So I found it was getting a little bit tedious after a while because a lot of these things belong to every season. So, for example, like finance, I would always conduct, like, I usually do a monthly review. So, like, I would have 3 months in one season. So, at the end of each month, I do like a whole like budget review on each month. And then I kind of close out the month and then I start a fresh month. So a lot of it was like repetitive in each of the categories. So finance, our biggest goal is to pay off debt, obviously, consumer proposal, property taxes, and like my husband's credit card. My credit card is just small, so it's not that worrisome. And the property taxes, we actually got behind because we had my son's health issues and we had a couple of things come up. So we were behind by 2 years. So we're trying to catch up on that, which has been a struggle. And yeah, so I want to just I want to save more if I can. Like it's been really hard, but I want to set up proper savings, like important categories that I want to save for. So that's probably the biggest thing. Probably the most work would be at the quarter 1 because I have to set up my planner. And then like especially if I'm going to incorporate goals, especially if I'm going to incorporate videos to show on my YouTube channel, I would love to share that. But again, like I'm kind of like scared about like, any backlash that I would get. And I guess I don't get that from my planner. People don't tend to judge that as much, but like spending is a little bit different. And I don't really know why. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit more personal, I think. So, the next one is business. Again, this one was a little bit repetitive. So I've got some really big goals at the beginning of the quarter, and then the rest, I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind trying live videos, like actually doing a live. And I've never actually done a poll on my channel to see if people would be interested in that. And that scares me. And I don't have the setup to do it properly. I could probably see it on my computer, but then I would be like watching my face. So I don't know, because I could go live on my phone. I just don't know. Like it would have to be a shorter video. So I don't know. If that's something that you guys are interested in, let me know. But that's probably the one goal that scares me the most. And I know so many creators that I've been watching over like the last 10 years. They have done live videos since then, maybe the last 5 years. They've done videos since then and they're fine. Everything is fine. So I don't know why I've got I'm such a big scaredy cat about it. But yeah, if it's something that you are interested in, and like if you were interested in that, then I would like to have ideas. Like, what would you like to see in a live? Because I know sometimes they can get boring. Like, would you like a face-to-face video? Would you like a top-down video like this? I just need to know. Okay, so basically, I would have monthly reviews on this. I would like to have reviews. I usually review my work every month as well. So I say quarter review, but I really mean monthly reviews. When I do that, it's already a habit, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm adding budget videos to the lineup. I'd like to incorporate more sales and like all hedging on, my website, whether it's set up by the end of quarter 1. That's like my big goal. And then whether I'm going to quit Etsy or not. I wanted to close Etsy because of the fees that they're charging. I'm paying altogether probably about $1,200 for my website and my Etsy shop, and I'm not getting as much value out of Etsy as I thought I would. So this is something that I'm playing with. Okay, and then self-care, health, and wellness. So the biggest thing here is setting up all my trackers at the beginning of the year. I have been using my Planner Perfect system for most of my health stuff, and I'll use like tip-ins from Coco Daisy, like the larger journaling cards, or the A6 size to write down like dreams that I've had, or I'll use them to write down like notes I want to talk to the doctor about. And then of course I put like appointments and everything in my calendar. But I also want to be better, and this isn't just for me, but it's my entire family. I want to be better at like keeping track of when did we last. So, when did we last go to the dentist? When did I last do a yearly health checkup? So I want to write those things down. Because I'm not remembering when we last did those things, and that's probably the most important thing. But I do find, because I use my yearly planner from Planner Perfect to track my health stuff, I feel like I don't have enough room. Like I have a cycle tracker at the back of the book. Like maybe I can kind of show you. So I track my habits. Let's see. Okay, I can show you this one here. So this was from July of this year. So this one is my habits. And then I track everything that I do. So all of the things that I want to do that pertain to my health or my work. So it's basically an overall health like tracker. It includes work, personal, and health. But it's nice to like be able to have a place to check it off. And then this is a biohacking tracker. So I watch my sleep, my quality of sleep, my mood, energy, activity level, pain, inhaler, water, meds, and vitamin, just so I can see whether I've taken my meds or not, but also to see my quality of life. So um, my energy, my quality of sleep, my activity level, and my pain level. And what I'd like to be able to do is to see, like, once I make that line graph, to see how they coordinate throughout the month. And I haven't actually been following up with the line graphs. So I'd like to maybe get better with that. Because, you know, generally if you have better sleep, generally you feel better during the day and get like a 5 hour sleep. And so it's never that good. So the next page, I've got a weight tracker, which I won't show. But it's not just a weight tracker. It also tracks my steps. Like my goal was 10,000 steps a day. And I've kind of drifted down from that. I used to be able to get there, but I haven't since. And then the back of this yearly book, I've been keeping track of my books, but also, so this is my cycle tracker, and then I put the moon phases as well, so that I can kind of like see where I sit. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I kind of enjoy it, like looking at the patterns after. So when I get my new yearly book, I'll set this up with you guys and just show you how I do it. It's quite simple. A little time consuming, but not bad. I mean, you just have to look to see on a calendar when the moon phases are, and then I draw them in. But it's kind of cool. So I track when I ovulate, when I've got heavy, medium, light flow, or spotting. I don't actually have room, like a spot for irregularities on here, but I am going through perimenopause. So like stuff like hot flashes I've been getting, like this year, especially in summer, I suffered from hot flashes. That was rough. Part of a health thing, I do track the number of books I've been reading. So actually, I finished my book, and today is November 18th. I think I finished this November 15th. And then I started on a new one. So I'm actually at 53 books, but there's 2 books I haven't actually finished, which is The Happiness Hypothesis and then one of my spiritual books. But yeah, so I mean, my goal was 100, but I only got halfway. We still have like another month and a half, so we'll see. But I probably will only be able to read like another book or 2 because December is going to be so busy for me. But anyway, so that's what I track in there, and then I don't really have room. It hasn't been terrible, and it's still a place I can go to like look back on. Like I'm never going to throw that out, so I can be able to see my previous habits, and it's like an entire yearbook. So I like having it like that. Okay, and then the last goal that I wanted to talk about was the learning, personal and professional development, and growth. So I just want to learn new things. I'm not going to put a huge pressure on myself. Like halfway through the year, I might, like when things start to slow down again, I might try to find a course to learn. I wouldn't mind learning more about like as long as I can find something online that's free, I wouldn't mind learning about that. Kind of like, you know, like when you have a textbook from school and then you just like take notes, usually there's like a class or whatever, like a lecture to explain stuff and you get assignments. I'd like to set something like that up for myself, but anything that's actually a course, even if it was like hand lettering or something, like maybe I get my hands on like a hand lettering course. So we'll see. I mean, halfway through the year, we'll have to find, but I mean, YouTube is invaluable for learning and it's all free. So I'm probably just going to stick with that for now until we get our feet back under us after Christmas. So watching YouTube videos, taking notes in my commonplace book, reading is a big goal. So I put my 100-book goal here, and then attending affiliate Zoom calls that I have because I learned information from that. So yeah, so I'm not going to put pressure on myself right now, but maybe after things slow down, we have a bit more money, maybe I can find some kind of course I can participate in. But that is it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed me like watching me write those out and kind of giving a little talk about those. So if you have any questions about today's video, please feel free to ask me down below and I'll be sure to answer you. But yeah, I hope some of these goals inspired you for yours. And let's move on to the next one in the next video. So that'll be the last video, prep number 5, prep work number 5, part 5. and I will see you then. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're new, please subscribe. Click on the bell button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.